hello. Game capture. Anyone, any day,
Hello,
anytime you feel like it. Okay. Oh my god, the audio sounds normal. Who could have believed it was possible? The technology is there. Holy fucking shit, I just spawned. Give me a fucking minute, you deserve that. Holy, So, elephant in the room. I'm late today. You may have noticed. You'd be forgiven for not showing up to the stream, thinking I just wasn't gonna stream today. I was going to. The name of the stream originally was gonna be something about me being sleepy, because I literally just fucking woke up, at the time that I had started streaming. Or that I was going to start streaming. I woke up at like 1 AM or something like that. Don't worry about me. And then, as fate would have it, sure enough, my OBS audio devices were completely fucking broken. Which is a continuation of the problems that we were having last stream. So, I was not free from the Windows Update mines. It took so long. Unknown, well, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you. I doubt you're being serious. But, like... You know, I mean, how do you respond to that? I'm serious? I doubt that. But, you know, regardless, I would hate to... I mean, being trolled is one thing. I would certainly hate to decline you regardless. I certainly hope that that's not true. But in any case, it was nice knowing you. Ugh. I don't even remember what I was doing when we left off. It feels like it's been a while since we've done the Minecraft, huh? I'm trying to think. What do we need to do still? Well, we were working on Netherite, and I'm not going to complain about doing more bed mining. That's for certain. We might need to get an incinerator for all of these fucking mushroom stems. I think we have, like, actually too many. I think I'm going to do that. For starters. And I'm going to start getting more string and making more beds. Because I would like to get a complete set. I never fixed this. Oh, it looks so ugly. I guess I can do it now. It's just gonna not be very fun to watch. Oh, this takes me back. I remember painstakingly filling that cave in. Could be my Strider garage. This dude's just taking a swim. Kind of. I mean, I gotta commend it. Kind of reminds me of, like... There was a time when I was living in my parents' house, they had a pool. Right? And I always wanted to use it. And I remember at some point when I was in, like, high school, gaslighting myself into thinking that going for a swim in, like, July... Not July, in, like, January or, like, February would be fine. And that it was surely, like, heating up by that point. It was not. It was not fun. And it's kind of what this guy's doing, what it reminds me of. I put up with it. I swam in it, if you'd believe it. It took quite some time to acclimate, and it was the first time I think I ever felt short of breath getting in water. And still somehow I convinced myself that it was okay to do that. Oh yeah, also, I finally got the low on fire mod to work. You can see it's not covering the entire screen anymore. That was the first thing that I was working on off stream before I realized that my audio devices were broken. Still. Oh, there's more things that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the YouTube channel is finally up. That was the thing I was originally going to open up with. I should probably wait for the regulars to show up to talk about that, because I'm probably going to end up saying it again anyway. But that is finally up. I'll be posting the VODs for this series in particular as time goes on. For now, it's just the Schedule 1 stream, which will be coming back. I do intend to do more of that. Highland Point is not safe from having its garbage cleaned up. Any hot garbage in my area? Okay, well that was very painstaking. That was premium content. That said, it looks a lot nicer. I would say it was worth it. I noticed this when I was editing the highlight, and maybe this is like a self-inflating comment. I hate to say it, but I noticed that I am 100% the type of guy who is willing to spend, like, absolutely unreasonable amounts of time fixing minor mistakes in, like, anything. Where do I want to build this, like, incinerator? Because I'm gonna want a mushroom stem, like, incinerator here. There's no question about that. I could just build it in the corner here, since we can't grow anything here anyway. It took me so long to get that VOD done. I spent so many... Not the VOD, the highlight. I spent so many days on it. I think I've been working on that genuinely since the Schedule 1 streak ended. Can you go away? And it took me until, like, this morning to finish it. Because I kept noticing, like, points where the footage was corrupted and would desync, and I went back and manually fixed it all. And then I kept thinking, like, well, no, it's gotta have, like, it's gotta be something I'm proud to show off. It's gotta have, like, a cool intro. And I have, like, this idea and that idea, and I gotta make it look nice, right? And then the whole time, granted, a lot of this, like, could have been expedited by not using Twitch's, like, awful highlight editor. I have a very scuffed editing setup right now, so I kind of just wanted to use that. If I had been using real software for whom that purpose was intended, it would have gone quicker, I will admit. But yeah, that was, it was literally like, I mean, for starters, the desyncing stuff was pretty major. That had to be fixed. But then it was like, it not having an intro, it not having a thumbnail. I can't show this. Come on. I spent like an entire hour re-rendering it because I noticed that this is the best example, actually. I spent like an entire hour re-rendering just because I noticed that the end card that YouTube puts up was not synchronized with the music in my end screen. That is the extent that we're talking. When I was doing on my Linux art, I went as far as to, like, completely reinstall Arch Linux. Just because one of my drives was not named correctly. It didn't fit the theme that my other 2 drives were named. Bring this out. I just need to be okay with incinerating stuff, man. There's too much shit. Too much shit in the world. Why is this a different color than these 2? Hmm? That's weird. Alright, well. I'm looking to do more bed mining. Shitload of wool. That is a shitload of wool indeed. And I mean, I guess we can find netherite in the basalt delta, so I could probably probe that way. I just really don't want to. If I must, I must, I suppose. What am I doing? I should just... I definitely have mushroom planks, yeah. Break these down. How many can I make? That is a certain number of beds. There's a number between 1 and 0. I'd like to put these bowls back. I would like to transition to food that isn't a pain in the ass, if I'm being honest with you. Because the bowls taking up, like, the empty bowls staying in your inventory is really kind of annoying. You know, I used to make fun of, like, oh, I don't want to say make fun of, but I remember when I was younger, I used to not like when streamers would say they have an editor. I used to think that, like, really subtracted from it. Like, cause, you know, your editing is, like, your personal touch in the video, right? But then I actually experienced what it was like to edit highlights of yourself while I was doing my like first run of streaming, and oh my god, man, it sucks. It's really bad. It's real bad. It doesn't seem like it would be bad, but it's bad. I need 4 more beds. I guess I don't need 4 more beds. I can make do with these, right? I need food, because I need to be able to heal, so I am gonna head back topside real quick. I have a lot of bone meal, I should spend that real quick, actually. Let me come back. They are just snorkeling over there, they are not happy. all kinds of disturbed. Let's see. What a bone meal. That's what it was. That's why I came back up here. They have bone meal in the materials chest? That's weird. I don't want that there. Why did I put that there? That's so strange. I don't know if this is something that like a lot of people can relate to, or if maybe I'm just strange. But I feel like ever since I was a kid, I've always had like this non-24-hour sleep cycle where it feels like I'm up later every day and I just kind of go around the clock as to when I sleep and when I don't sleep. And it used to be like I would stream and then I would go to bed, you know, at like the start of April. And at the end of April, I'm like streaming right after I wake up. And I'm gonna have to go to work tomorrow. And I fell asleep yesterday, like during my would-be shift, so it's gonna be fun. It's just something I've learned to deal with, honestly. You might be like, Flakes, how do you put up with that? How do you manage that? And the answer is I don't. I just kind of deal with it. Beetroots? I think we should honestly just fucking give beetroots. If I'm being so dead ass with you. Because they don't meet the graduation requirement of, like, non-pain in the ass food. You still have to have, like, bowls. This is satisfactory. Let's put this away. Pick these up. Put these away, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get some more food. By, committing some slaughter. And now that I actually have, like, truly abundant wheat and seeds, I think we can start, like, getting a little more adventurous. This was definitely the weird part. And granted, I made it harder than myself than I needed it to be. I could have had the animals in the overworld. Just down there, right next to the wheat source. And I wouldn't have had to go through the incredible trouble of getting them over here. But where's the fun in that? Is what I ask you. That is the question indeed. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many of them. Oh, there's so many. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. Hey, Carbine, how you doing? Sorry, the stream's a little late. You would never guess why. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many. Oh, there's so many chickens. Oh, there's so many. Meat processing industry is going crazy right now. Hopefully I didn't kill any babies in that. Ignore the insane amount of beds that are in my inventory. We're not gonna do anything with those. Trust me. Windows update. Wow, how'd you figure that out? Yeah, so my audio devices had broken again in an entirely new way after last stream. Dude, I don't want these planks. I could use this wool though, because I can make more beds with it. How you been, Carbine? How you doing? How you living? Tell me how it is, baby. Man. Let's do it like this. Do not offhand the sword. Do not the sword. There's the micro streamer. Been good? Like to hear that. Apparently Unknown fucking died. R.I.P. The VOD watchers aren't gonna know what that's about, and that's probably for the better. Can you see lurkers in your Twitch chat? Well, I mean, you can see them. You can see lurkers in like that are like have entered your chat, but I guess you don't see people that are just lurking. That would be a little weird, wouldn't it? You imagine you just join a stream, and like a random like micro streamer, and they call you by your username when you haven't typed in chat. Hey, Alexo. Pleasure to have you stopping by. How you doing tonight? Okay. Well, we're gonna do just a wee bit of bed mining. I have my improvised explosive devices. I have my healing potions in the form of cooked meat. I think I'm ready to roll. I'm not gonna lie to you. Also, we're about to fucking put this ruby armor through the ringer. This is gonna be broken by the end of this, I'm sure. We have even more wool and even more string to make even more beds. Alexa, I hope I didn't bring you out with the lurkers comment. I was not like... was not supposed to be like that. I'm French and I'm trying to work on my English because I have a trip and my English is bad. Well, that's awesome that you've come around here. That's fucking awesome, man. Where are you headed to? I knew it. I knew you could find netherite in basalt. You know the image of like the guy who's mining for diamonds? And like the one guy, like the wimpy guy is like giving up and the other guy is like the gambling addict? That's me right now. Going through the deep slate to get these netherite. Hey, so far, Alexa, you've done good, so take that for what it's worth. I have good written and spoken, but not good comprehension. Ah, okay, okay. Gotcha, gotcha. I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world. I'm not gonna tell you. I took French for a little bit in, like, high school. I didn't learn a lot. But I remember thinking it was cool. I like French. I think it sounds cool. And I think, like, at least my conceived notions of French people and French culture are cool. I'm very pro-France, which is good, considering I stream during, like, peak Europe time. Without doing a ton of research. Oh my god, dude. I'm so lucky. I can't stop winning. French school is not cool, really? I mean, I guess school is kind of not cool in general, but... but it's not too hard to believe. But I honestly think, like, going purely off vibes, I feel like if there were any European country that I would emigrate to, France is pretty high on the list for me. I would say it's probably like, I mean, I would love to go to like, you know, like Finland or Norway or like Sweden, right? Northern Europe. But my understanding is those countries are pretty strict on immigration. But then like, it's also my understanding that they're pretty expensive, but that's kind of to be expected. Yeah, something like this maybe. But after that, it would probably be France. I don't even think it would be Britain, to be honest with you. Not even for like the easy language. I don't think I would go to the UK first. I don't even know what it is about the UK. I'm not even dissing the UK. Like, aside from, forget Windows, Linux is the new meta. Hey, Lightkind, it's going pretty good now that I finally fixed the Windows update demons, and I'm 100% with you. Lightkind, I fucking loved Linux. I just, like, I caught kind of a bad time in Linux where OBS had just updated, and this was right as I was trying to start streaming again. And they like had just updated and broke all their plugins, and it was just not something I was willing to deal with. Started school at 7:55 a.m. in the morning and finish at 6 p.m. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. I have a 1 hour break, but I also have homework, which I can start at 7 p.m. and finish at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. My God, dude. That is brutal. You are giving me dark flashbacks. That is cringe as fuck. I'm sorry, man. I gotta commend you, though, for keeping at it and working hard. I didn't, I think the hardest class I ever took was probably, like, high school physics. Not high school, sorry. College physics. High school physics is whatever. But yeah, no, for me it was OBS having issues at the time that I started, and then it was also there was something wrong with my install of Arch Linux that I discovered like probably like a month into using that setup and having it all fully customized and everything. That my C compiler just wasn't working, which made getting packages working kind of difficult. Arch is hard. I really liked Arch. I really liked it. I think if I were to go back to Linux, I would probably give Debian a chance. I just use Bazite. I've heard good things about Bazite. I know a friend of mine that uses Bazite on and off. Is amazing, but it's hard to get set up. Probably that's the thing, is I feel like it almost takes a little bit of luck when you're using Arch. Like, you kind of have to get lucky and get like an install that nothing breaks on. Debian is for servers, not recommended for gamers. Okay, fair enough. My thing is, like, I'm told that it's like my understanding is that it's like Arch with a slower update cycle, and it uses like an older package manager. Much slower? Yeah, it's like what, like 6 months update cycles or something like that? A couple years outdated? Jesus. It's slower than I thought. My understanding is really catastrophic, but I don't even understand one word or out of two. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alexa. We're talking about computers. That's probably why. We're talking about Linux. That is not your fault. We're talking about like a very, very specific thing. I'm very sorry, Alexo. Also, poor Carbine getting buried. Bazite is a really good one for setup and up-to-dateness. You know what else? I really liked Nobara. I feel like Nobara gets a little bit of flack for being like gamer distro, but I don't know. I think it just like works. In my experience, it just works, which I really liked about. I was a big fan of that one. No bar I might go back to. I have to make an effort to. It's alright, brother. Don't worry about it. Brother and or sister, I don't know. I get myself in trouble with this. I call everybody brother. And I feel like this gets me in trouble with some people. When I was in, like, middle school, right? Like, especially, I would go up to, like, I would call girls brother to their faces, and they would love it. They would be like, oh my god, I feel like I'm just one of the boys, or something like that. Because that was a thing that you cared about when you were, like, a middle school age person, right? But then it gets to, like, you're an adult, and it doesn't feel that way anymore. And, like, I've had trans people that I've said that to by accident and sent the wrong message to, and I always feel bad when that happens. But I try to be better about it. I really liked Nobara when I was on it. I was a big fan of that. I think in general, the biggest thing about Linux that, like, flowers for Algernon's my taste for computers is KDE Plasma. Why is KDE Plasma so fucking good? It's so good it kind of pisses me off. Because I look at Windows and they're like $300 billion net worth, and I'm like, how is like a team of maintainers around the globe doing this as like volunteer work? Making a desktop that is so much better than yours. I'm a girl, but don't worry. How old was I in middle school? So when I was in middle school, it kind of varies by your state. It's like 6th to 8th grade. So I would say like 11 to 13, maybe 14. 14 to 18 is like high school. When I was in California, because I live in Arizona, so when I was in California, I grew up in California at first, and I moved out to Arizona. In California, they had, what am I looking for? I can't go this way, right? Let's try probing this way. Prospect a little bit. When I was in California, middle school was 6th grade to 8th grade. So it would have been like 11 to 13, right? Like preteens. When I was in like, when I was in Arizona, they only do 7th and 8th grade. So it's like 12 and 13. It's not as interesting as it seems. France between ages and 14, there are 2 schools. Really? Hmm. 14 and 18 is high school here. I'm guessing it's just like K through 8 there, then, huh? The equivalent. College and Lycée? How do you say that? I'm probably butchering that word. I'm very sorry, but I don't know how you say that. More netherite is fire. I do like that this ruby pickaxe cuts out the... Oh, God. Okay, well, I can't go this way. Oh, I have to make a new pickaxe. This is so sad. I guess we go back. This Lycée? Lycée? See, because that looks like Lycée to me, but I don't know that that's right. I feel like that's not right. Right, this is the main chamber, and then we come back this way. I love bed mining, dude. This is my favorite thing about basing in the Nether, is getting to bed mine. I don't know why they put a Y. Yeah, if it was a Y, I would think it's like Lisi or something like that. Lycia? Lycia? I'm guessing. Lycia? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Usually, I like to think I'm usually not bad about this stuff, but you got me stumped on this one. Oh yeah, so this is modded. You're gonna see a lot of modded stuff that you don't know. It's gonna be quite something. You see? You know what I should do, actually? Just before you people... sorry, before you guys, get too confused by anything you're seeing on the stream, because I like to do this ahead of time. I have chat commands for this that just kind of explain the gimmick of the modded run. In case you needed / wanted to see that. Yeah, there was a stream I did a while back where I had a lot of unique viewers that were coming in and didn't... The French language is incomprehensible even to French people. You know, it's funny you say that because I feel that way about English a lot of times. There are a lot of things about English that I'm like... That's intuitive to me because I'm a native speaker and I've been a native speaker for a long time. And I think it's okay that... I mean, it's okay for languages to have stuff like that, but... Okay, I don't have enough reads. I need more reads. I think it's okay for languages to have, like, vague or contextual things, but it fucking sucks when you're trying to learn it, man, and it also sucks when you're trying to think about it and rationalize it and explain it. You know what's a language that I think is, both incredible and terrible on this front is Japanese. I feel because the conjugation is much simpler. I guess that makes sense. It's my understanding that French and Spanish, they're like romance languages, right? And they have the male and female verbs. And then English, kind of, you get like German and Polish and things like that, and those are the Germanic languages. And English is like a weird blend between the two. So it kind of is like a romance language, but it doesn't have the romance language conjugation or all of the same rules. Also, the th sound is apparently very rare in world languages, which gets me. Not rare to hear in the world because English is such a popularly spoken language, but... many invariable verbs and endings to change absolutely all the time. I do kind of agree. This sounds really bad. Spanish is a very good language to know where I live, but I just don't have much interest in learning it. I don't know what it is about it. It just doesn't fascinate me for some reason. Also, you know what? I won't be called a weeb for this. Japanese, it's not like a practical language for most people to learn in their real lives, but I think if you're terminally online, it's a great language to learn for the internet. I'm being so dead ass. Although I guess it kind of depends what you interact with. I like fighting games, I like VTubers, I like a lot of Japanese artists, I dabble in anime sometimes, so I guess it kind of makes some sense that I would want to know that. But that's how I feel about it. That's my honest truth. Right, I made a new pickaxe. What was I gonna do? I was gonna make more beds. Right, and I need more planks to make more beds. Because that is a thing that you need to make beds. More on this at 11. I can make brown beds with the sheep's wool. I understand absolutely nothing about Spanish. I kind of have to understand a little bit about Spanish because I live where I live, but it's not, well, I don't know, maybe I would think in France it's probably the same, right? Because you're sitting right in between, like, Hello. Are you kicking down my door? Can I fucking help you? Rude. Jesus. I need to figure out a way to make them not spawn in there. Maybe more affordable also because of anime, manga, and all the culture that is imported all over the world. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Japan has so much cultural export. I think if you're, like, terminally online in any capacity, it makes sense to know it. I genuinely, I think it does. I was gonna make more beds. Right. More beds. I need... What did I need for beds? Well, I need more wood. I also need more string. More wool. We can breed the sheep again later. We can't do it again right now. But I'm sure that a lot of my mold has grown. I have a question. I may or may not have an answer. Ask away, my friend. Ooh. Yeah, these are grown. These are so cool. I love these. What is your favorite French word? Ooh. Ooh. I really like... I don't remember what it means, but I remember the word poisson. I really like that one. I also like... I just think it's fun to say. I also really like pamplemousse. I think that's a good one. In general, I think people, like... People joke about it, I think, because it's very specific, but I actually really like the French accent, and I think it's really fun to pronounce. Pamplemousse? Yeah, it's, isn't it, like, grapefruit or something like that? I can't remember. I can't remember what it means. But it's just grapefruit? Yeah, I know, but, like, it's not, it's just grapefruit. I'm just saying I like the word. I should learn more French. I kind of want to be honest with you. I like French. I don't know anything super specific, because remember, like, we only learned, like, I only took, like, 2 high school French classes. So I didn't learn anything that was, like, particularly uncommon. I had a French teacher that loved to put on Stromae, the Belgian pop artist. And I'm not gonna lie, I think Stromae kind of bangs. I think that's how you say his name. Stromae. The words you don't like in French? No, it's a fair question to ask. It's a fair question to ask. It's, this is not really related to your question, but on the subject of favorite French word, part of why I like the word, pamplemousse is because I remember there was a time in my French class where I just, like, wasn't paying attention to something, and I didn't catch how to pronounce it, and I asked my teacher what a pamplemousse is. My friend who was sitting, both she and my friend who was sitting next to me started dying laughing. That's part of why I have a soft spot for that word. Least favorite French word is a tough one. The most, like, American way you could possibly pronounce it. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Are there any French words I particularly don't like? I think there's something to be said about, like... No. I know that's nothing, but it's just N-O-N, and it's just no, pronounced the French way. I guess that's a boring answer, but that's exactly why I don't like it. It's kind of a boring word, I guess. It's a function word, it doesn't even really mean anything. It just means no. It's a tough question to answer. Also, I can bang these together. I might as well. They gave you a French word, do you think you can pronounce it? I could try. Try me. I'm willing to try it. This is gonna be either really bad or funny. It's gonna either go great or it's gonna be funny. Anti-constitutionnel? Anti-constitutionnel. It's like that means like non-constitutional, right? I assume. Anti-constitutionnel. That's how I'm thinking it's. I think that's. I feel like I'm saying it too American, but not bad, really. I feel very American when I say that. What am I looking for? Oh, I need more food. That's right. They're all fucking... They need more time to breed. Unconstitutional, I guess is what that would mean. Dude, where were we before? We could probe this area and see if there's anything here. I'm not really regenerating health, which is a problem. This, like, deep slate pocket is really weird. Hang on. At least just a little bit. Fun fact, explosions in Minecraft are, like, ray traced. And it calculates how much of your body is exposed to the explosion. Which was a really weird thing for me to learn. It has to end eventually, right? The basalt delta has to stop. We'll try with a sentence because it seems too easy for you, because in the end you have good pronunciation for someone who speaks English. Really? Feels like I'm in French class all over again. I kind of like this. This is fun. I don't even kind of like it. I just do. That's a very nice thing to say. That's I take that as a very sincere compliment. Thank you. Oh. I feel like I banished Light Bright and Carbine. Whoops. Whoopsie. Une chaussure sachant chausser fait pêcher ses chaussettes sur les séchaux. That sounds like a tongue twister. That sounds like a tongue twister. That's like rubber baby buggy bumpers or something like that. That was one my dad used to like using on me. That's what that reminds me of. Or like to a lesser extent, like Saiba Saida Sunda in Japanese. Really? I was doing something? You know what, Carbine? How dare you? How fucking dare you? No, I shouldn't say things like that. People are gonna think that I'm getting, like, mad at them. For not chatting or something. I realize how that sounds now. I was just curious if, it's scared. I'm always curious if I scared people away with conversation topics. That's the basalt delta. So we just had a deep slate pocket to get through, I guess. That's the delta, and we don't want to go that way. I think, probably. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you're surprised. That means a lot. I did not think that I would pass the test on that one. What does that mean? We learned that one. We learned that one, but I can't remember. I want to say it's like plate or something. But that might be wrong. That might be completely wrong. Even in French, people have trouble with the sentence because the S and CH, we exchange them a lot. No, yeah, I mean, it seems like, it seems like a tongue twister. Like, like I was saying, like I just fucked it up. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. That is one that my dad used to love pulling out on me. And you know, he said it to me enough times that I can say it now, but it's a weird sentence. It's arguably not a sentence. Also, on the subject of languages, the English language and sentences, there is something to be said about buffalo, 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 buffalo. That being a legitimate sentence that you can make in English. You ever heard about that one? That's a fun piece of English trivia. Okay, so we have gold. Have netherite. I'm thinking we should start. I mean, I want more netherite before I start going really crazy replacing stuff. A hunter who knows how to hunt dries his socks on the drying rack. This is the translation of the sentence. Oh, huh. Interesting. Not what I thought it was. Neat. Well, I'm gonna get more scrap here soon. Can we make more beds? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die from the explosions if I make more beds and do more bed mining. But I love blowing things up, man. What can I say? I'm a simple man. I like my violence. Should've seen the Monster Hunter streams. What don't I care about? I don't care about this. Go away. I know sentences you say, I've already seen them in class. Oh, okay. Damn. That's kind of impressive. I don't need these stems. I have too many stems. Materials, let's put that away. That's not a material though. It's technically a block. Technically. Do you know any French dishes? Ooh, I mean, I feel like the one that everybody goes to, because it's kind of a stereotype, is like escargot, which I never had. People turn their noses up to that one. I could see it being pretty good. I don't think I would care for it, but I could see it being good. I would imagine it tastes kind of like oyster. Because, you know, they're mollusks. Gotta be something better than that, though. Aren't omelets technically French? That's also a bad answer, but like... I'm pulling blanks, man. I feel like I should know them. And I probably do. Then again, I'm also not one to talk about dishes in general because I eat like a college kid. I eat like ramen noodles and baked potatoes and like spaghetti dishes. Because that's what's cheap. I just want the string. I'm burning everything else. This mold shit is incredible. Me when I eat blue cheese. Those are really good. They come from Bourguignon, and I'm coming from Bourguignon? Really? That's cool as fuck, actually. I would not turn my nose to a snail. I would eat a snail. I would try it. Well, okay, I would try it, right? Like, because I don't really like oyster, right? I don't like the texture of oyster, and I feel like oyster is kind of like that. There has to be a way that I can get piglins to stay away from my house, right? The texture can really surprise you because it's rubbery. That's what I was imagining. I was imagining it being like eating oyster or clam. I guess clam, though, is more like... I guess I'd describe it as more like slimy. Maybe not. Want to get more. I need to go get more stuff. I need more food. I just don't have enough. I need bone meal for animals. Which I think the actual answer is just feeding them when they're babies. I think you can do that still. God, it's barren. Let's sow a little bit more. How to reap what I sow tutorial. Reaping without sowing. Is it normal to reap what you sow? Reaping without sowing, Reddit. It's too rubbery, it's not cooked enough, it could be dangerous for your health? Really? Yeah, I had oyster at a Chinese restaurant. At one point. It was a dim sum place. And I didn't like... I didn't care for it too much, I didn't hate it, but like... It was just a texture thing for me. My at the time girlfriend really liked it. But I also think she's weird, so... I wonder, actually, can I just... Oh, I forgot. I forgot my own fucking chat thing. If I do that, is that enough light? Oh my god, it is. Oh, the future is here. Eh. Can I pick that up to the lab? No, I can't. Ah. I don't want to talk about it. Well, hey, that's one way to reset your health. Oh, I don't have my cloud in a bottle anymore. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, pour one out. Can cause digestive problems, stomachache, even a tapeworm? I'm not surprised you can get, I'm not surprised you can get parasites from snails. I guess that should be, I feel like that should almost go without saying, right? Like, you shouldn't eat undercooked food in general. More hot takes from the streamer at 11. Don't eat undercooked food. God. I cannot believe I just did that. I wasted all my levels. Put on my kitty slippers because it's important. French dishes are quite special. I would like to know. I would like to know more, frankly. I like trying new things. And that is among new things that I would like to try. I just realized I'm not taking damage. Oh, it's going down. Wait, then what damaged me? I feel robbed. I feel like I've been scammed. And all of this to ultimately decide that I don't want to do this anymore. I just do it like that. That was a waste of time and XP. Just go. I actually don't know where I put this. There we go. Okay. With my school, I travel, and that's why I try to work on my English. I mean, that's... What do you... might I ask, what do you study? It sounds like you're, in a pretty fortunate position. I wish I got to travel more. Oh yeah, anyway. Me deciding to do this with a million beds in my inventory. Not the wisest thing ever, one might say, but... shut up, is what I say. Yoink, 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 yoink. I'm in private Catholic school and we travel a lot compared to French school because in private school we pay for the school year, whereas in public school we don't. Oh, interesting. That explains it. Honestly, I feel like taking... I feel like we just take all of these, honestly. We take them all to the overworld. I guess I can't take all of these to the Nether. Alright, the overworld. The Nether. The overworld. Is it too far out to keep making Minecraft movie references? Am I washed? We go to California, then we go to Canada? Ooh! Ooh. Where in California do you go, might I ask? I assume just LA. It would be absolutely insane if you happen to go to, like, my hometown. What was I just doing? Oh, I wanted to breed more animals. Right. A lot of animal breeding. IDK? We only know the main place. I'm assuming that that would be LA. That's also where the biggest airport in California is, so. Do not question the conditions which I keep my animals. They are kept in good conditions. Remember when passive mobs used to just spawn? Those are the days. You just had grass and they spawned on it. Suppose I'll speed grow you, but okay, there's just too many sheep here. I'll come to your live to tell you where I am when I'm gone. Well, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I appreciate you coming by. It was nice chatting with you. When you yeah, when you stop by all means. Unfortunately, I will not be like in town or anything. I live in Arizona. But it would be crazy if you ended up going to my hometown. Probably won't, but aw, well, thank you. You're not so bad yourself, my friend. How long have I been going for? About an hour. Hello? Speaking of nice, not you. There's gotta be a way that I can, like, clean this up somehow. Maybe... Oh, this feels so scuffed, but maybe I could do... I could do iron doors. That would probably fix the problem. It would just be annoying. I could also do gates, which would look weird. I don't know if I want to do gates. Iron doors? We could do iron doors. Seems like the way to go. What was I doing? I totally forgot what I was doing. I'm getting distracted now, though. Currently, my thoughts are on iron doors, so we're doing that, and ignore the fact that I have 700,000 beds in my inventory. You won't believe this, but I fell off my chair because I slipped. Are you okay? Did you die? You know, 9 out of 10 doctors do not recommend doing that. I don't need that many doors, I just need 3. Put these blocks back. Alright, because these pigmen are pissing me off, I didn't make a button. I need to make a button. Can't make one out of deep slate? What if I do it out of blackstone? I can do it out of reeds too. That would make sense. I died, but from laughter. My brother makes fun of me. I mean, that's like peak sibling behavior. Yeah, we'll just make one out of reeds, why not? I assume it has the wood button. Oops, wood button press time. What? Okay, so you can't break those with your fists, good to know. Okay, you have to use an axe, which of course breaks it instantly. Yeah, I feel like we just do it like this. Honestly. That feels good. I like that. Wants to be dead because he sent the dog to jump on me? It sounds like you two have a good relationship. I'm surprised the cat hasn't come to bug me yet. Oftentimes the cat just hears that I'm awake and needs in here. I think the iron door upgrade is very practical. I just tried to open it the normal way. I need 4. Block, make a button. Yep. I think that's all our doors. We should no longer have issues with, poor neighbors. Yeah, I like how that came out. I like the sounds that iron doors make. How often do you use iron doors in Minecraft? Because they sound really nice. Is that the old iron door sound? Did they ever change it? Because it feels as beautiful as the day I lost it. Actually, I think they used the old crunchy sound at one point. The same one the wood doors use. Regardless. My brother's always trying to annoy me. That sounds like having siblings. I don't, people tell me I wouldn't envy it, but I do feel like sometimes I would. It's easy to say because I don't have a sibling. I'm an only child. But I do think it would be kind of fun to have a sibling. To have grown up with one, I suppose. Exposed iron? Wait, iron can, like... What? That's so weird. Oh, dark iron. Wait, that looks cool, too. I wish I had seen that. I have 2 older brothers and they are twins? Oh, no. Hey, you tell them apart? I'm tempted to use the dark iron. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, anyway. I can go back to bed mining here soon. I'm the little sister and I always get picked on. I mean, that seems like par for the course. That seems like about what you can expect. I mean, it's cute though. It's wholesome. I think it's probably better than. What am I trying to say? I know people who have very bad relationships with their siblings. We'll put it that way. And you know what's funny is I half expect like several of them to like approach me after the stream if they watch the VOD and be like, hey, you were talking about me on stream. Like, yeah, you think it's just you. Sometimes I have bruises once they chased me in the forest and I broke my arm. Jesus. I mean, that's not cool, but that does sound like the kind of thing that kids get up to. Materials. Put the string away. We don't need more beds. I think. We probably don't need more beds, right? Surely. Surely we don't need more beds. Surely this is enough beds. I keep trying to open them the normal way. I just killed the baby. Whoops. Jesus, the amount of mutton. I have to go eat next time. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by, Alexo. I appreciate you. It was nice chatting with you. Oh yeah, I still have food in here. I did not have to do that. Me when I waste my own time? Have a good one. Alright, now that I have food, I can get my health back. I can do more bed mining, because I like watching things explode. And I think chat does too. Misa likes blowing things up. Misa likes the explosions. Ouchie. I didn't bring any blocks. Eh, well. I don't have... This is gonna be very messy. And maybe a bit archaic. I do believe we are cooking. Ugh. Oh, there's some. I almost missed that. Wow, I would have not seen that. Yes. They almost have enough to upgrade the armor. You know, I think it's crazy that Minecraft exists as something that's like a multi-generational phenomenon. I feel like there aren't a lot of things that are like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe there are. Maybe you could say like Star Wars or something like that. But not certainly, not that I would think of anyway. I like... I get to talk to like... my cousin, who's like 6. Who likes Minecraft, and I get to be like, yeah, I remember when there were no fence gates in Minecraft. And we can both relate on like Minecraft being the best thing ever. Which is something that I feel like you don't get a lot of. It is interesting to see how that will, like, affect my relationship. I guess I shouldn't have said I don't have siblings earlier, because I technically do. I have, like... I have a brother who's, like, adopted, and I have an adopted sister that I live with. But my adopted brother is, like, 2. Right now. I'm 25. He's 2. When he's my age, I'll be, like, 47 or something like that. It's ridiculous. And the reason I bring this up, though, is because I fully expect that this will be another thing that we end up bonding over. And it'll be really interesting to see if it turns out that way, which I think it will. I could never do kids, man. I don't know how my parents volunteered to do that. They're, like, pushing their 50s. And they took him on. I could never. I mean, I have nothing but respect for it. Kids, man, I just can't do them. Maybe I can keep going. Let's just go till we run out of beds. Surely we'll find more debris, right? I found more than 2. No, I know I found no more than 2. That's cap. Where did it go? What the fuck? What? Hello? There it is. Yeah, there's some that's just still on the ground. That would have sucked if I didn't notice that. My goodness. Well, that way's gonna be hard to go. Excuse me. Try probing out this way. Where on the map am I? How far down does this mine go? I'm like under the lava ocean. God damn. Let's see, portal's there. Mushroom Kingdom is over here. Oh wow, this is far. This is far. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think we went like this. Oh wow. It does not seem that far. Oh, and there's the bridge. You can see it on the minimap. That's cool. So we did go through the basalt deltas. Now we are completely underground. It looks like we're currently digging towards the soul sand. I do think that building more portals is probably the way to go about exploring. I might do some of the menial stuff off stream. Just so we can kind of get a move on with this. I don't know, maybe people like watching me like farm and bed mine and yap about nothing. But that's probably what I'll end up doing. I'm just gonna blow it up anyway. Oh my god. Oh no! That's gonna be tough to work around. How about we do this? We do know now that we're under a lava ocean, and we're like deep under a lava ocean. So maybe if we just go a little lower, we won't run into this problem so much. These are fire gems. These are kind of difficult to get. Not for me, but somebody, I guess. For a guy like me, it'll work. Say. It's weird to think that I lived during the best-selling, like, to see, like, Tetris be overthrown as the best-selling game of all time. I guess it's not that weird, considering I, like, started... Considering the time period that I was born in, I guess it's not the weirdest thing ever, but... This is out of the way. I remember the Valve era. Right, like that was kind of... I remember when I was growing up, like Half-Life was coming out. I was old enough to remember those. And I was old enough to have played Portal when it came out. Or moreover, Portal 2. But like... They weren't, like, literally the best-selling game of all time, right? And it was crazy to see that I lived to see, like... Because the previous record holder was Tetris, and, like surely something will dethrone Tetris, right? I guess that's what I was trying to get at. But it's weird to think, like, what could dethrone Minecraft, realistically? I feel like we're not gonna like the answer when it happens. I feel like when it happens, it's gonna be like some live service, like mobile game kind of slop. Sorry to be a 4chan poster, but what I feel in my heart of hearts. This is gonna just... Man, just send me the virus link at this point. Oh, I don't have any more beds. Oh, I guess we're done here. Only 3 pieces is a little bit sad. But oh well. Such is life. We carry on. Sorry, I think what I meant to say is fuck it, we ball. Part of why I want to do as much bed mining as I do is because I want to make, like, tunnels that I can build new portals in. I think having a nether railway down here would be pretty cool. Yeah, I feel like if something were to dethrone Minecraft as, like, the best-selling game of all time, it would be something like the way that, like, the best-selling game on Steam, like, among them, is, like, some botted game. You know what I'm talking about? Like, the Poker Night game that was heavily botted for in-game drops? Like, nobody on Earth was playing that game. And then a bunch of bots started playing it. It was like the top-selling game on Steam. Oh. He's free. Oh my god, there's so many eggs. Oh, there's so many. I feel like it's gonna be something like that. Like, it's not gonna be something that's actually a big cultural phenomenon. It's gonna be like something that either technically wins it, or it's gonna be like a mobile game and not an especially good one. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's too pessimistic. Maybe it'll be a good mobile game, but I feel like we're gonna be disappointed when that day comes. I just have a feeling. And maybe that's a little bit of 4chan doomer posting in me, but that's how I feel. What can I say? We can make a little bit more. We can make another ingot, which is enough to make full netherite. Suppose there's that going for it. I don't think I have enough diamonds to make full netherite. Yeah. But we're getting somewhere. I think that's all we can do right now. I cannot believe I only just got this achievement now. That's really funny. Oh, don't leave that in there. It feels good to be holding diamond armor, even though I've had, like, better than diamond armor basically this whole time. It has an effect on the brain, man. The reason it's the best-selling game of all time. This doesn't have the same effect on the brain, I can't lie. It wishes it did. Carry this brown wool on me. I can condense these reeds. I mean, there's no reason not to. I can just get more. They're not hard to get. Let's see. I think I'm gonna finish the stairs off, actually, while I have those. So that we can say that we're done kind of remodeling and repaving. After that, I'll probably end stream. Oh man. Stop it. You know, I feel like this is, I mean, maybe this isn't an unpopular opinion, but I feel like this is something that I get in trouble for a lot. At the very least, like in my immediate spheres. I really like plain, like, undipped chips. I also really like... I feel the same way about, like, chicken nuggets and the likes, but... I really just like the I appreciate the value of just, like, a good potato chip by itself. With no need for, like, a dipping sauce or anything like that. No kind of guac, no salsa, nothing like that. And I think this affects my taste in snacks. But I also think, like, I don't know, man. People think it's weird. Like, my dad would buy, like, when I lived with my parents, my dad would buy, like, Ruffles, right? He used to love those. And he would be annoyed because I would just eat them. And he would go to, like, get chips for his dip. And he'd be like, he like took it out on me a little bit. He was like, I don't know anybody else in this world that likes plain ass Ruffles. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry that I appreciate the simpler things in life and can enjoy a good dipped chip. A good undipped salty chip. That's all I want, man. That's all I need in life. I believe. Yeah, you like that? Quiet stream, but you know, it's okay. Well, it's not that quiet. We had a good conversation with Alexa. That was really fun. It was a little bit quiet, and that's to be expected because I did start late. I did start late. I can thank fucking Windows 11 for that. God, I'm so not excited for Windows 11. Can you stop, please? I'm trying to have a conversation here. I'm so not excited for... God damn it. Windows 11... For Windows 10 to end support, and Windows 11 to be all that's left. There we go. Jeez. I feel like when that day comes, it's gonna be very sad. But surely they'll fix all the weird fucking problems with it by the time that it happens, right? Surely. Anyway, I think that I'm gonna call it there. I appreciate everybody who came out. I'm sorry that it was late. Once again, I'll remind anybody that's still lurking, if anybody cares, that the YouTube channel is up. People have been asking me for that for a long time. Right now, it's only got a highlight on it, and it's got the VOD for said highlight. It's for the Schedule 1. And that will be coming back as well. I will be doing more Schedule 1. I will be uploading more. The VODs for this series will be going, exporting straight there. I do need to do something for the first episode soon, but that'll go up as the week goes on. Thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate you. Also, thank you to everybody who's still here after the fucking disaster stream that was yesterday. Love you guys. Hopefully it's all over now. Mwah.